What's going on, people? Barbaros back with another Minecraft video, and today I'm going to show you how to make a fully automatic crop farm that can produce bread, beetroots, potatoes, or carrots. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So first of all, I have my villagers set up over here. As you can see, I've got 4 fresh brown coat villagers, and then one other one. He will be the hungry villager for them to try to feed. And we'll go ahead and get started building this. This is based off of the concept of having one crop area that is in a light level that cannot be grown, and the farmer will try to plant there, which will bring him closer to the hungry villager, and that will be unplantable. And then while he's there, hopefully he tries to feed the hungry villager, and that's been seen on several farms, and it works really well. So what you want to do is make sure that this is nowhere near any villages. You got to be at least 65 blocks or more away. I do know that there is a village off in the distance there in this new world that I generated, but I think we'll be far enough away that that won't matter. So I'll come back over here and we'll just get started. This is going to be based off of a 9x9 crop area that is pretty typical in a lot of farms that you see. So I'll go ahead and just get started. From the center block here, that doesn't necessarily have to be water. That will be changed over for a border block like so. So we will have our 4 crops all next to each other like so. And what we need to do is find the center of each one of these and put our water source in. So you'll count 5 and 5. And that should have 4 on each side of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put another border here. And I'll go ahead and finish up this border and find the centers, and then we'll come back. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, we got our 4 9x9 crops planted, or not planted, but prepped and ready to be planted. And what we need to do now is go ahead and start building this thing up. What you want to do is come to this middle block, and we're going to take this down by like 3 layers or so. And this is going to lead into your collection system. So whatever you want, you can have this dispensed into a nice way to lead the things to a bulk storage system, or you can just have a chest down there. I'm just going to do a chest for now. You want to put 2 hoppers up like this. Then you want to break this and have a hopper going into each one of these like so. And then from there, you want to grab some fence posts. I got some fence posts here. And you want to fill this area in with fence posts 2 high, like this. Whoops, not there, but there. And then you want to bring the sides out like this and leave the center like that. And your hungry villager is going to be standing in there. So from there, we just need to build up a 2 high wall all the way around this thing and separate each one of these crop areas. So I'll go ahead and start doing that here. I usually just put the solid blocks here because I think it looks a little better than having it bumping up against glass, but then all the rest of it I usually put a glass wall so that I can see into the farm and see how the villagers are doing, make sure they're doing their job. So I'll go ahead and finish this and get back to you. Okay, now that we have the walls built up, it's time to build in the ceiling. And what we'll do is we'll just come up to this layer right here and just fill this whole area in with a ceiling. And then I just go ahead and put in this layer above the glass like so. all the way around. So I'll do that, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, now that we have the roof done, it's time to install the lighting, and what you're going to need is a light source block. I usually just use a glowstone block, and I'll show you how to put this lighting. It has to be precise, otherwise this won't work. So from this center post here, you want to go out by 6 blocks. So we'll count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then out by 2. 1, 2. Put a lamp there. And then we want to do the same thing on this side. Go out by 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By 2. 1, 2. And then we want to do the same thing for the other side like this. So we know this is 6 blocks already. So let's just go out 2 and place a glowstone there. Out by 2, place a glowstone there. Those line up. Now for the other direction, we want to go out 7 and in 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 2. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's clear that weather and then we'll continue. Now this should set the light level inside of this properly. What we'll do first is make our little cell area for the villager, the hungry villager, to stay in. I usually just do it like this so that just in case nothing can get to him. There should be enough light level on top of here that nothing will get to him. But just in case, we just enclose it like this. So we're going to want to encase this completely. So let's just go ahead and cap that off, and that should make it dark inside. And let's go down here and take a look. So I already opened this section up so that we can test this. This needs to have a low light level to keep the plants from being able to grow here. And it needs to be like a light level of 7. So you can see that 7. The next block is 8, 9, so and it goes up. So a way to test this without using the screen is to plant something there and then put something next to it. It should immediately pop off. So we'll do that again. That immediately pops off. So whenever this villager comes over here and tries to plant, he'll plant it, and then once the block updates, it'll pop off. And while he's here, hopefully he tries to feed the hungry villager. And when he tries to feed it, the food should just fall into the hoppers and be collected for us. So we'll go ahead and just get these planted, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we got everything planted, the last thing we need to do is just kind of cover up these water sources. I like to use lily pads to keep the villagers from falling in. So I'll go ahead, throw these in here, and then we'll start bringing our villagers over, and they can go ahead and get started planting. There's no need to fill up their inventory with any seeds or plants or anything. They'll just pick them as they go, and once they get filled up enough, then they will start passing food on. It's nice to let this grow a little bit so that when they get there, it has some stuff for them to plant. But we'll go ahead and just start bringing them over and get this thing ready. So first guy, like I said, these are fresh villagers. I know that their inventories are empty, so it doesn't really matter where I put them. I'll throw this guy in here. So come on in there, buddy. And once he's in, I will close him in. He can't get out. Make sure there's no other openings. And let me fix that dirt while I'm here. So let me just fix that, and then I'll grab the next guy. And we'll just bring and put him in the next cell. And as I said, these guys will start farming as soon as they can. So once I get all these guys in, I'll be back. Okay, so I got my hungry villager in, and we can go in and just take a look. Want to make sure this guy doesn't escape, but you can see there's our hungry villager, and these guys will try to feed him when the crops grow. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go AFK for a while, and I'm going to let this thing build up, and we're going to come back after a couple hours and see how much production we got out of this. So I'll leave that here, and I'll see you guys back in a couple hours. All right. Hello, guys. I'm back. It's been about 20 minutes AFK so far, and I just realized that I did forget one thing. As you can see here, the area down here is not growing as well, and that's because during the night cycles, this area is not getting enough light. So what we need to do, or what we should have done, is when we were up here placing our lanterns or our glowstone, we should have placed a glowstone over here in the corner somewhere. So I'll go ahead and run around and do that real quick. Whoops. And that should work a lot better then. We want to make sure that these guys are getting enough light to continue growing. So I'll just do this, and whoops, and then we'll be back. So as you can see, the plants are already starting to grow, and I just saw this guy throw some food in, so we should be getting some food into our chest, and we'll go ahead and go down there and take a look real quick. So let's just dig this out to the center. Here we are. And as you can see, we're already starting to get some drops, but like I said, it's only been about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and continue allowing this to grow for another hour and a half or so, and then we'll come back and see. Okay, guys, we're back. It's been about 2 hours, and let's see how this farm did. It looks like all the crops have been being tended to by our villagers. So we are good with being far enough away from that village that was off in the distance. So let's go see what kind of output we got from a 2-hour AFK session. So I dug out through here to check, and let's see, almost 3 stacks of potatoes, 3.5 stacks of carrots, 4 stacks of beetroots. We got 30 bread, and these seeds are just like when they plant in the unplantable crop section, the seed pops up, and then it'll go into the um, hopper. And I'm not really sure where the wheat came from, but that shouldn't be a problem. You can see we just got a few more pieces of bread. So as you can see, this produces fairly well for being such a small farm, and I think it will work very well, especially in a single player type environment. I've been using this same farm on server for the last 2 months or so, and it's been working really well. I haven't had any issues with the farm producing enough vegetables or bread or anything. So I hope you like this farm. Thanks a lot for watching my video. This farm is very cool, and I hope you liked it. Please consider to give me a like and subscribe, and maybe even a comment. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.